Season 2 episode 16 is the greatest Jujutsu Kaisen episode, is what I would say if I didn't hear rumors that episode 17 is about to be even freaking better. I'm still trying to process how the hell does that even seem possible because of just how freaking insane episode 16 was. Directed by the talented freelance animator and director Itsuki Tsuchigami, also known as Miso, who, in case some of you guys don't know, is the director of Mob Psycho Season 2 Episode 11 and the second Fate Grand Order Camelot movie, with the Mob Psycho episode being one of the best directed action episodes of all time, and the Fate movie was a breathtaking visual spectacle. People's expectations of this episode were sky high, especially with this episode adapting some fan favorite moments from the Shibuya incident arc, and Miso did not disappoint at all. Miso, along with every single staff member who worked on this episode, delivered us a masterpiece that I can confidently say will go down in anime history. This episode was the definition of pure and raw animation. By sacrificing details and shadows, this episode achieves animation quality unmatched by any other Jujutsu Kaisen episode so far. If anyone tries to tell you that this episode has bad animation, the only thing I can say is that they're stupid as hell. Obviously, it's fine to not like this style of animation, which cuts out lots of details, but if anyone says that this episode has bad animation, they're talking out their asses. Animation is not still frames, and this episode is pure freaking animation. You see characters going off models. You see characters such as Panda looking nothing like their counterparts in season 1. You see Sukuna looking different in almost every single cut. But the fluidity and constant movement ties all those pieces together along with amazing directing and storyboards and deliver us a mesmerizing visual spectacle. But I wouldn't be saying this is the greatest JJK episode if it was just because of the visuals. We get the end of Toji and Jogo versus Sukuna in the same freaking episode, both displaying Gege Akutami's amazing character work along with two insanely hype fights that are enhanced so much by the anime. Both of the fights in this episode had lots of added content that take them to the next fucking level. The Toji fight was almost 90% anime original stuff, which is crazy to think about. We got an amazing send-off to Toji with incredible animation and some really great choreography. And whoever decided to add Megumi's bunnies throwing hands with Toji, I just want to thank you for blessing us with this masterpiece. Toji's end was one of my favorite moments from this arc, and they absolutely nailed it and did it justice. It was such a great conclusion to Toji as a character, bringing it all back to his son and how he tries to convince himself that he doesn't care about him, ultimately stopping himself from killing his son, and being glad that his son wasn't sold off to the Zenin clan after all. Moving on to Jogo versus Sukuna. I don't even know what to say about this fight aside from the fact that I was speechless the entire episode. But I guess I'll try to talk about some of my favorite moments from the fight, but it's just so hard to choose because the entire fight was so incredible. Jogo turning the fire into hands and using them to crash two buildings into Sukuna was fucking insane. Especially the raw and visceral animation that's used to show Jogo's face and the fact that Sukuna literally T-poses on Jogo. And the continuation of this scene is even crazier, with Sukuna dragging Jogo into the buildings and beating his ass. The animation and art style used on this scene was reminiscent of Devilman Crybaby, and it was just so freaking cool to see. Next up, we have Sukuna using flames and Jogo's end. And this was probably my highlight of the episode. I don't even know cause this episode had so many great moments. But yeah, Sukuna's fire arrow looked absolutely beautiful as hell, especially the hand animation of both Jogo and Sukuna charging their attacks. And Jogo's end was great as well, with him showing human emotions and Sukuna telling him that he should have discarded those emotions away until he reached Gojo. And the iconic "Stand proud, you're strong" moment. Incredible stuff all around. And the final moment I want to talk about is the ending of the episode. I am such a sucker for when openings or ending songs start playing in the background of a scene. It just gets me so freaking hype. And this episode did exactly that, with the beginning of the ending playing during Uraume's reveal and the end scene with Megumi. It just got me so freaking hype, and I hope we get to see more episodes do the same.